What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be an exhaust review. So I'm going to get you guys some stationary revving clips. I'm going to get you some driving clips, maybe some hard pulls. Most of them are probably going to be with the windows cracked open because, you know, I like to hear the car. I'll get some videos with the windows up so you guys can actually hear what it sounds like inside the car when you're driving, to hear if there's no drone. Honestly, my car doesn't have that much drone, but just so you guys can hear, I think that's valuable, because that's one thing that was kind of annoying for me when I was in the market for buying an exhaust. Is not a lot of people would really talk about how loud is it really, what does it sound like with the windows up, is there drone, you know, does it sound good, whatever, etc. So I'm going to try to get you guys that today and give you guys a pretty well explained answer. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So I actually have the Lethal Performance off-road H-pipe and the Corsa Xtreme Axleback. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty loud. As you guys heard right when, actually I don't know when I'm gonna put in the clip. Maybe I'll put it in later in this video, but I started my car up in the garage before I drove here, and you know, it's kind of sounds like a bomb going off, and I don't even have headers on it. So if I had long tube headers, honestly, it'd be pretty loud. So I took the gamble on this with getting an off-road H-pipe and Corsa Extremes, knowing it would be kind of loud. But how loud is it really? Pretty loud if you get on it, but if you're driving around in a neighborhood, you can keep it down, honestly. People might still hear you through their houses ish, but it's not like obnoxiously loud like you would think it is. If you floor it, like it's I'm not gonna say ear piercing loud, but you know, it is definitely pretty loud. So if you're looking for a loud setup but able to also keep it quiet, maybe something like this with an off-road mid-pipe and a muffler would be some sort of happy medium between super freaking loud and also able to keep it down. The car does have no drone. I do have the stock resonators in there, even though I do hear a rattling noise that I cannot figure out where it's coming from when I'm driving. There's a random rattling noise in the back of the car. I'm really hoping it's not the mufflers. I'm hoping that I didn't like destroy or blow the baffling out of the mufflers. That would really suck, because these things are pretty expensive. Pretty sure they're like $1,000 for the Corsa Extremes, and I think the off-road H-pipe from Lethal Performance was maybe like $1,600 or something like that. So it'd really be painful if that broke. But there was one time where I was driving on the road and there was like a turtle, and like I thought the car was high enough to clear it, and I smacked the crap out of that thing. Like I didn't see where it went or what happened, but it was hard enough to the point where the next red light I got to, I had to get out and check to make sure I didn't crack my oil pan. But there is a dent in my resonator, so that's probably where that rattling noises come from. So I'm gonna give Corsa the benefit of the doubt that noise is not coming from the mufflers. I love how the mufflers sound. They do have like a super deep growl to them. That's kind of the reason why I went with the off-road H-pipe too. It has like that more old schoolish, deeper tone, even though the Mustangs or the Coyotes are known for their more like raspy noise. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my honest opinion with this. I think it sounds really good. There's certain RPM ranges where I don't really, I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but I'm starting to get sick of how it sounds. And I feel like I could get a more niche sound that I'm looking for out of an X-pipe setup. If you want like something like pretty mellow, you could just go, you know, just with like Borlaz types or just Corsa Extremes if you want. There's plenty of videos online, I'm sure, with that. I'm gonna shut up and we'll get to the other clips. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and later. Corsa. braking? It's a green light, dude. What are you doing? Oh my God. Oh my God, go.